This might be a bit of a shortcut, I'm not sure. Looks like a few people have taken it. Okay, this doesn't look like the mall. Empire Buffet sounds like a Chinese restaurant. They always go out of business. Alright, so I think behind me is the mall because that's what shows up on the map. It just looks like there's some major businesses that way too. Oh, here, okay. The Masilla Valley Mall. I never heard of Conn's Home Plus. So Cineport might be Cinemark's direct competition. I never even heard of Cineport, and it's a Cineport 10. I've heard of Cinemark. You know, somebody mentioned these grackles are normally like south of Mexican border, and they're kind of an invasive species. What brought them over here? I see them so much in Walmart parking lots. I wonder if they were really around before Walmart parking lots became a thing in the mid-1900s. Were grackles able to extend their boundaries because of the shopping centers? Oops, I meant to take a picture. All right, rules of conduct over there. It's all carpeted. This is crazy. Somebody's got a vacuum in this. The entire mall is carpeted. Who vacuums this? It must take forever. I'd like to see that vacuum. Folding photos. That's unique. I've never seen the advertising for folding. Use them as stickers. Alright. This carpet is in pretty good shape. I don't think they get a lot of customers, but all these businesses are in operation. I don't see a single business down. Oh, here's the uncarpeted. Okay, you got carpeted and then not carpeted. When will this stop being the ice cream of the future? Pretty cool design in this central part, maybe? You got the peak right here. And there's people waiting at the GameStop for it to open. That's dedication. Do not climb. Alright, I think it's 9 a.m. I'm not sure if anybody would be in here. It doesn't seem like there should be. Diner and a movie just got simpler. Launch pad cafe upstairs. Okay. Yeah, they locked that. Hellboy. Figured all that wind would blow something of value around. Here's a nice crisp dollar. Actually, this looks like it's been sitting, yeah, well before the wind storm. It's amazing how much weight humans move around with all these vehicles. If these were wild animals, they wouldn't take up nearly as much space in their movements around the area. I think this guy broke up these bums that were hanging on in the corner. There's 4 bums that just scattered like roaches. You get those guitar players too down that way. I found myself trying to walk around them and avoid them. I don't like that. Two of the bums are down there. I'm gonna take the same shortcut. I think they are sleeping at Walmart. It's so sad. Hey, see, he didn't take off until he saw me move away from the corner. Now I see he's heading down. That code enforcement guy. He thought maybe I was gonna set up shop right after him. See, if I catch up with these bums, I could be like, hey, the code enforcement get ya? But I mean, I know the answer. I know they scattered because of him. Just see the shock in that code enforcement or officer's face when after he kicks out 4 bums, he sees me show up immediately after, dig into my bag, and pull out a begging sign. He'd be like, "Oh my God." Alright, the code enforcement officer's on the case again. Outside this Walmart at the stop sign, he's talking with this one bum sitting down. I don't know if that can be seen on camera. He's got a guitar. Geez, this is gonna end up... I don't even know why Walmart doesn't have any regulation against overnight parking. They got a bad problem. He's bringing a strap over to the guy, maybe a leash for the dog, some kind of compassionate thing. Looks like a green strap. The dude has a dog, a small dog. Yep, they're putting it around the dog's neck. So the code enforcement officer brought this guy a dog leash. Maybe the code enforcement officer is taking the dog. This RV up here that's like permanently parked, that's a concern. People are really taking advantage. Alright, this car is really weird looking. Looks like some customization with the air filter. 10:45. There's quite a few bums. I count about 4, 7, 8, 10, about 10 bums around here that I've like walked past or walked around. And it's Las Laws and Las Cruces. That makes me wonder why do some cities do that? Why do they some hold off on the laws and some will be very strict. I bought another 20,000 output spare batteries, so now I have 2 of these, 2 similar. And this is Mophie 8 times. Paid about a little over $40. This is the one I've been using and I really like it. Stored in here, it's for my GPS and camera, and then this other one, which I guess could go on the bottom. This bookshelf is turning into a battery shelf pretty much now. I'm gonna need to find a better way to secure them because these are very useful. I wish that I could find a dashboard camera that takes USB, because I would definitely do that. I don't want anything connected directly to my car battery. In fact, this thing can be thrown away because I am definitely stepping away from using the car battery with these 2 batteries now. I mean, I got this, but I'm like being careful with this thing because if my car battery does die, I'd like this to be on reserve at least. Built a huge stadium thing for seating for the traffic. They even got rows that you could walk up, like there's stairs. So I don't think that shows up so well. Or maybe that's a flood channel. Oh my God, this thing said motion detected, recording in progress. I was hoping to catch it saying that. And then he said it in Spanish too. I've never heard him actually yell out that motion is detected. That's pretty cool. That one in Flagstaff never did that. Alright, this thing shut off. I'm gonna jump up on it and so I see if it turns back on. It was loud. Here we go. It doesn't want to say it this time. It waits. Okay, it waits about 10 seconds before it announces. There's also a lot cop up here about next to the pickup area, but I doubt they're gonna make announcements because that lady's gonna walk by it. It's too populated. It's got too much traffic there for them to alarm people like they do in the back. All right, I got these Adidas for $40 roughly, and they're 18s, but they're a little wider, so they fit nice on the width end. I actually got 18s that are narrow from Nike. I'm gonna take those back to I'm gonna take those to like a Goodwill or something. Let them do something with those. I don't like the narrow feel. So maybe in order to effectively learn a language, you have to fall in love with the culture first. Well, all night my stomach has felt sick. I'm not sick. I think it's the gallbladder again. So this morning, instead of feeling like I've been punched in the gut, I had a sickness in my stomach overnight. So I'm going back and forth. Now, how is that? Why is that happening? Why is this morning different from yesterday? Could it be because of the peppermint? I wonder if peppermint has been an influence with that. Would I be feeling like I got punched in the gut if I did not have any peppermint tea yesterday? All right, so I feel sick and close to puking, but not quite puking. Somebody with a weaker stomach might not actually be able to handle this and actually be puking. But I wonder, what if I actually did get infected in a sickness like a flu and I actually have to puke for that? Not only do I have a gallbladder making me want to puke, I could get an infection. I could also get another intestinal inflammation and be in pain that way, on top of when the feeling like I got gut punched comes in. All of that is just, that could overwhelm me for sure and probably kill me. It's just been a mistimed illnesses. They happen on their own, but you know, as I get older, it's becoming more and more likely that these illnesses will just hit me all at once. Alright, marjoram might make a good fit with applesauce. Instead of doing the cinnamon, I think I'm gonna completely abandon cinnamon. My liver just can't take it anymore. Marjoram's pretty good. Alright, just eating a little bit. Applesauce, some yogurt and peanuts, banana. My gut hurts like I got punched in the gut again. Right, Saturday evening and somebody's sleeping already. 6:30. Somebody's sleeping in front of the city hall and it's like 50 or high 40s. It's pretty chilly out. It's a pretty neat city hall. Looks fairly new. Big round center. I'm kind of looking for a workout spot, and I think I want to try the top of their parking garage. I've had some good luck with that. You can see that it's a completely empty city hall. Nobody, but they do keep the lights on. Some shades are pulled closed. I just passed another bum on the other wall. This wall, actually, just standing next to the city hall. I'm surprised that there's any bums. This caged area is curious. Got Only 2 stories and only 1 ladder. Unless if there's one in this corner. Looks like this is all janitorial supply. They caged off for whatever maintenance supply. Yeah. All maintenance. I want to go above and see. It's probably another bum up there. There's another bum in the parking lot below me, actually in a car. This is the 2nd story. I don't even know. Must be the corner over here that they get up here on. This would be a pretty good spot for exercise. I would think just use one of the posts, kind of hidden. In front of the library, they made some statues here. A beaver next to a guy on a campfire, apparently Civil War era. Guy working on the wagon. Look, that could be an authentic wagon wheel too. A burro fighting a dog, carrying weights. It's carrying weights and supplies, I guess. It's a big weight. I guess they had to carry all kinds of stuff. A lady serving fish with some kind of dirt in there with it. Holding maybe an Indian girl's hand, or maybe it's her daughter. And this is an old wagon. Old prison wagon. That's authentic. Alright, so I parked here. There's my car up there. Good spot. And I'm curious about this ladder. I want to step on it. Oh my god, this is awful. People use it as a bit of a shortcut. It's looks like a temporary solution, but being used as a permanent one instead. I'm heading to the the park. We'll see what it looks like. This is a pretty nice area. You can cook outside. My gut's still giving me problems. This is a neat area. It's seems kind of peaceful. One time near the PQ Fuels, they had 3 phones at one time for all these apartments, probably. So it's an empty parking lot, but it's early hours. It's a very spacious. In fact, there's a dude with is in his truck, and he's got like a camper on top. I doubt he stayed the night there, but it's possible. This got my attention, that's why I'm walking this way. Las Cruces Police, CLCPD.com, has their own like shot spotter. It's cameras. I'm sure there's some kind of audio pickup too. That's entirely run on solar power. It's very rare to find those in the park. So it's concerning. I just haven't seen anything that's very alarming out of the unusual. It's very unusual for a crime in this city. It is 100,000 people though. Yeah, I've never seen it on a welcome sign. Park. I'm not too confident I can find anywhere to set up my suspension trainer. I'd say it's 50-50 though. at this hour at least. It looks like it could probably get very busy. But not at this hour. They actually set up like 4 different children's areas. They're kind of small, but there's still quite a few. There's still quite a good amount of real estate in the park reserved for a little kids area. I was hoping, I thought maybe that might have been an adult workout area. Oh, all right. Oh, they got an arch over there. You don't see those. This is the first I've seen for a sidewalk like this, made out of cement at least.